Last week on the channel, we did a video where we told you Leon Rose might be doing it again. And you know what? It's official, and he did it again. And we'll break that down on today's show. But first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because when news breaks, we get you guys a video as soon as possible. And we're almost at our goal of 79,000 subscribers. Help us get there. If you're not subscribed, change it right now. Welcome into New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for rolling in, and happy Monday to the real ones. We talked last week about how Leon Rose and the Knicks front office were trying to get Gershon Yabusele to take a discount so they would have more room under the second apron to go out and sign a veteran minimum deal. And we did that on this video, and I'm sure you all watched it, and you knew last week that this might happen. Well, now it's official, and it officially happened. Gershon Yabusele, the newest New York Knick, has officially put pen to paper to sign and play for this organization on a 2-year deal that is worth less than the full taxpayer mid-level exception. It is a 2-year deal. The second year has a team player option, so he can opt out this time next year and be a free agent. Why is it such a big deal that he took less? Because the Knicks can continue to add pieces to help them put a banner in the rafters at Madison Square Garden. Let's break it down like this. The starting salary for Gershon Yabusele is $5.5 million. And by not signing that full taxpayer mid-level exception, which came in at $5.685 million, New York is $3.7 million below the second apron. And what does that mean? They have 2 roster spots left, and they can use one of those roster spots by signing a veteran minimum contract worth $2.29 million against the cap. And they can go out and sign a second-round exemption salary at $1.27 million, which I assume they will do with Mohamed Diawara, the player they selected 51st in the 2025 NBA draft. And they can go out and sign someone to a $2.29 million deal. This is big. The Knicks needed to add another player to this roster, and with some pretty good names out there in free agency still, they are now able to do so. So you look at the updated picture from Bobby Marks of ESPN. Shout out to him for doing that. At this moment, you got 12 players under contract: Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, Towns, McBride, Kolek, Clarkson, Dadier, Yabusele, Robinson, and Huck Porty. You're probably going to sign Mohamed Diawara to that second-round exemption. You have one more spot open for the veteran minimum. That would get you to 14, and you could start the NBA season with 14 players. You're at $204 million in salary right now, $3.7 million below the second apron, and you cannot pass that. You are hard capped there, meaning you cannot spend $1 more than $207.79999 million. I just want to say shout out to the New York Knicks front office. I've said it time and time again on this channel. I believe since Leon Rose took over as the head of basketball operations for the New York Knicks, this front office has been the most forward-thinking front office in all of sports. They think months and years down the line. That's how they were able to get Jalen Brunson and all of the moves after that domino effect. So Gershon Rosas, Brock Aller, Worldwide West, everybody that makes decisions in the Knicks front office, we appreciate y'all. You guys are doing a great job, and we're big fans of you, and we can't wait to see what you do next for this roster. Look, I'm pumped up about Yabusele coming and playing for the Knicks, and he's already doing something that I think is going to cement him as a fan favorite, which I think he will be because of his play. But when you take a discount, when you don't have to, and I understand $500,000 probably doesn't sound like a lot of money to a lot of people, or it sounds like a bunch of money to a lot of people, and it is a bunch of money. And the fact that he was able to just say, you know what, I'll do it for the betterment of the team, a team I have never even played for before, that means a lot to me, and I'm hoping that you guys got this guy's back this year. 6'8", 265. He is going to bring a physical presence to this team. He's an offensive player as well. He could put the ball in the basket. Last year for Philadelphia, he was kind of looked at as a guy that they would just throw the ball to and he can get a bucket. Top of the key, he could splash from downtown, shot 38% from there. last year, was one of the best above-the-break three-point shooters for a big in the NBA, a spot the Knicks really struggled. That's going to help them there. Gives us some size, some toughness. He's already spoken to the media about playing for the Knicks. Really exciting stuff hearing from him, and I'm pumped up to have Yabu on this team. Show Leon and crew some love, though. This Knicks front office always finds a way to find a way. Show them some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let them know that us Knicks fans here at Knicks Now by Chat Sports has love for them. So you look at the roster for the Knicks right now. You got 12 players under contract. Look, I don't know what the starting lineup is going to be. There were some rumors out there that the front office liked the idea of starting Towns and Robinson with Yabusele being that backup. So I just went with that today. You see the starting five. Then you got Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Yabusele, Huck Porty, Kolek, and Dadier. You still have other players like Kevin McCullough Jr., who you've extended a qualifying offer for. You've also gone out and still are most likely going to sign Mohamed Diawara to a second-round pick and probably bring in another free agent. And with that open free agent spot, you might look at some players that actually played for the Knicks last year. And starting with Landry Shamet, and DeLon Wright. There's been some talk that Shamet has gotten some interest across the league from other contenders. Well, we're a week into free agency and nothing has happened yet, as is the same with DeLon Wright. I would be fine with bringing either of these guys back. I don't know if they will, but if they do, we'll get you guys a video as soon as possible, and that's why you subscribe. Coming up next, I just want to go over some top NBA free agents that the Knicks could look to target with that last veteran minimum slot to add someone to this team. But first, take advantage of this deal. I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but the awesome throwback Knicks warm-up jacket is on sale at this link, chatsports.com/Knicks sale. That's chatsports.com/Knicks sale. All right, some veteran and minimum free agent targets. I'm looking at Chris Paul. It was reported this weekend, or he told Jamel Hill this weekend, this is most likely going to be his last season in the NBA. There's been some reports he wants to be a starter in this league again. While that is not happening for the New York Knicks, I would love for CP3 to be a veteran off the bench, helping a guy like Tyler Kolek progress and just be someone the Knicks can count on, as you can always use a CP3 off the bench. Malcolm Brogdon is someone I'm keeping my eyes on as well. There were talks over the weekend that the New York Knicks were still targeting a veteran guard on the market. Brogdon would be someone that piques my interest. Ben Simmons is someone that has been linked to the New York Knicks, and I know he's an extremely polarizing player, but at 6'11", 240, handles and passes like a point guard, defends like an elite wing, and gets up and down the floor like a strong athlete. For the veteran minimum, I'd be all in on that. D'Anthony Melton is a scorer that could come off the bench and handle the rock for the New York Knicks. Had an injury last year for the Warriors, but averaged 10-plus points per game. He could shoot it. He could fill it up. You can never have too much scoring in this league. Russell Westbrook was a player that was once linked to the New York Knicks at the start of free agency. I think that door at this point has essentially closed, but reported interest before. Wouldn't be shocked if they circle the block and try to bring Westbrook to New York. What about big money A.B. Burks? Alec Burks, once a Knick, twice a Knick. Could it be 3 times a Knick? He could score it. He could shoot it. Familiar with some players here. Keep an eye on that. Gary Payton II is someone that interests me. An extremely, I would say, defensively gifted player. Plays hard. Help you improve on the margins. You could use another guy that could be a point of attack defender off the bench. Not really the most gifted when it comes to being an offensive player. He cuts really well. He moves the ball well. He can play within a system. His calling card is defense. And really just playing a hard-nosed brand of basketball that I think any coach would like to have off the bench. If you want a veteran point guard that can kind of be a locker room presence, what about Kyle Lowry? I don't really know how much gas is left in the tank of Lowry, but a veteran, someone that can help. All the things we said about Chris Paul being a veteran, Lowry can do that. And if you're in a pinch and you need him to play 5 minutes in a playoff game, you could do a hell of a lot worse. Lowry, for the vet minimum, sure. Seth Curry still could shoot the piss out of the ball. This team doesn't really have any elite three-point shooters when it comes to the guard spots. Obviously, Brunson is that, but plays on the ball so much, you're just not going to get to see him show off his shooting powers like that. But Seth Curry off the bench, sniper from deep, I'd be cool with that. Amir Coffey is a wing that's gotten some buzz around the NBA. He might have outpriced himself from a veteran minimum standpoint, but you could use another athletic wing that's 6'7" and shoots 41% from three. Those guys, they just don't grow on trees. With Mike Brown now, being the head coach of the New York Knicks, thanks for sticking with me. Trey Lyles is someone that you should keep an eye on. Played under Brown in Sacramento, could play the 4, could play the 5, could shoot it from outside. I would not be shocked if Trey Lyles is someone the Knicks call upon for that last veteran minimum spot. Name a player you want the Knicks to sign. There's plenty of other guys out there that are still talented that I'm interested in. Those are just a couple of names I wanted to talk about. But give me a name you want the Knicks to sign in the comment section right now. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_.